love, and thank you for hitting the record button. Well, welcome everybody. We are here doing our product love, and while we're on different topics of product love today, our main focus of product love is how do we start new people with our Lumi Spa, our Collagen Plus. How do we get people moving in the business, and physically, how do I use the products? Because one of the first product trainings you have to do is use the products. Now they're going to ask, how do I use the products? And so I do a couple things that I think really are critical for your success. The most important thing when you're starting somebody brand new is take a lot of before pictures. And I would say the number I'm looking for is like 50 pictures. And I know that might sound like crazy, like why I have to take so many pictures. But when you're taking pictures, you want to take it with a forward facing camera. That means somebody taking a picture of you. And that's because if you take a selfie, the selfie will flip the image backwards. It will flip it over. And that's so that when you take a selfie, you can read anything in the back of you, because it will be a mirror image and it would be backwards. So that's number one. Take it with a forward facing camera, and you want to take it at different angles, from above, from below, from to the left, 45 degrees from the right, and make sure you're facing the light source, okay? So that is brighter in front of you. I always try to put a really obscure background like white or gray or something that isn't so strong in the back. And that's how I start the process. So take 50 pictures. You will never be able to take your before pictures again. You can always take your after pictures again, but your before, this is it. So you got to take a lot of good pictures. I know when it was TR90 time, we had to be like in like shorts or bikini, and people hated those pictures. Like, I don't want to take those pictures, but you will appreciate it in your business building process. So take a lot of pictures. Now, when we're using collagen, I start people on 2 boxes of collagen per month if they're going to build. So if they're really serious about building, I get them to get the product package that has both the Lumi Spa and the facial spa, the full package, and I get them to buy some extra products. Namely this is our gels. We get them to buy the gels, and these gels are GS facial gels, what we would call hummingbirds. They're a different kind of, they're like this. And in America, you see us getting those big tubes of gel, but this one is what I prefer to use. It's an age lock gel, and I think there's a lot to be said about that. Now, why do I get them to buy 2 boxes of this Collagen Plus? Because we want them to drink 2 packages a day, 2 packages a day. So when their products arrive in their home, I do, box opening ceremony, and I teach them. So box opening ceremony, open the big new skin box and take everything out and teach them how to use everything. And I know this may sound absolutely crazy, but I actually teach how to use even the collagen. Now, I mean, all you got to do to use collagen, drink it, right? But I teach them how to open the package, how to make that little diamond in the neck, and then rolling up, folding in half, squeezing the bottom completely flat, and then opening it up and sucking it and it gets completely flat when you do this. So I teach them how to do that. Drink two collagens a day. And we're now gonna go and teach you how to use the product. So the first is Lumi Spa. Now I did my Lumi Spa already, but I'm gonna teach you just basically the motions of Lumi. So you apply the facial gel onto the Lumi Spa, about covering the center disc. Okay, so that's about a 25-cent piece covering the center disc, tapping it around your face with it turned off. And then when you turn it on, you're going to actually use the Lumi Spa in a circular motion. Don't just hold it flat on your face and go up and down like this. What you want to do is you want to be rolling it around, and you're going to be rolling it up like this to your hairline. Now, everything else we're going to do is going to be done with the same action, okay? Rolling, and you roll it until, now if you're doing full face, I'm using the first 30 seconds, and it will pause and start pulsing for my forehead. Okay, so I'm rolling. I'm even doing the eyebrows and lifting the eyebrows up a little bit and then rolling up. Okay, rolling up like that, lifting and rolling and kind of pinning it in the hairline way up here. Pinning it means you're kind of at an angle like this, going up and then pressing it flat. So if this is your skin, you're kind of going up at an angle and then pressing it flat, pressing it flat, pressing it into the lymphatic drain right there. Okay, now it starts pulsing. So I start doing under the eyes. Now under the eyes, I'm up and down, out, up and down, in, slightly lower, up and down. I come flat, out, and again, pinning at the corners, up and down. And I'm doing this for 30 seconds on my face. Now, if I'm doing my whole face, I'm going across the nose, and I'm actually doing it this way. Now, this is not for instruction, just in case you're an instruction person. I'm doing 1, 2, 3, and 4, okay, the bottom of the neck. Now, you could do it 1, 2, 3, 4, but this is just my preference. I like doing it this way, going out and all the way up, and I'm lifting as I'm doing that. So lifting, again, you're kind of using the spa like this, going up, lifting with the front edge of the spa a little away from your face, and then pressing down at the corners, lifting and pressing, okay? And now, when I get down and I'm done, I'm gonna do under my chin, and I actually like to go at least 3 to 6 times up and down under the ears. This under the ear motion, and then I'm going out and pressing into that gland and pushing down, out, down, in front of the face, down. Also, I like to go up and press into the chin bone below my chin. Okay, so you're pressing up. Okay, so this is what I'm doing. Because of that, it usually runs about 5 minutes for me to do my full face. I take 1 full cycle. I'm sorry. It takes 2 cycles of 2 minutes. So it goes 4 minutes for me to do my full face, because yeah, I do 30 seconds, 30 seconds. I'm over here, I'm doing 30 seconds, but I got big fat cheeks. So I spend another 2 minutes on my chin and my cheeks. Now, one little secret that I do is I actually rinse my face, and this is the way I rinse my face. I put my hand on my face like this, and I rinse it off above my hands, keeping a little of the gel on my chin, and that's what I shave with. So that's the fastest way for me to shave, is using the gel to shave. Then I rinse off my face and I'm ready for my spa. So I actually bring the spa. That's why I have a little strap on my spa, because I bring my spa into the shower and I have a little hook and I strap this this strap onto the hook. Now, um, so you can see the strap I just showed you. Okay. So what I do is I take the gel, and usually by then I'm pretty wet, so I don't have to wet my face. I just put the gel. I usually use half a tube of gel. Now, I used to tell people use the full tube, but when you're that moisturized in a hot shower, I'm in a hot bath. I usually do it in the bath. And then I'm now using the same process, circles up to the top, and then oops, can you, and then I'm doing out, up and down, in, up and down. So it's the same strokes that I showed you with the Lumi Spa. I'm doing the same way. Now, I do the first gel, I rinse off my face. I do the second gel. So the first gel is on number 1. The second, can you highlight me, Jillian, or do I have to? Yeah. And then I do the second gel, and exactly the same process. So number 1 for the first gel, number 2 for the second gel, and I'm done with my gels. I rinse off my face. The reason why I do this in the shower, I'll just tell you my own secret. I don't like washing my face in the sink. I don't like getting all the water all over the place. I do have a towel and I do that sometimes, but for me, the bath is the best. It's the easiest. So now I come out of the bath shower, I'm clean. I wipe down my face and I put my pearls on. Okay, these are my pearls. Now, normally, after I come out of the shower, I'm a little warm, hot, so I wipe off. I get a little cooled off. I put on the pearls and I allow the pearls to go into my skin before I do any other process. So I'm probably 10 minutes doing whatever else I'm doing, putting on my clothes, whatever, at least 10 minutes, and I'm cooled off and I'm ready for the second half. This is my secret. This is the part I wanted to show you guys. Remember, I said I'm not fond of washing my face in the sink. So all the rest of this process can be done like in front of your Zoom. I mean, you can do it literally while you're listening to book club or whatever you're doing, personal development training, listening to an audio. You can just sit by a desk and start this second part of the process. So I'm going to start with so I have my pearls on already, it's there. I'm going to start with line corrector. So what I'm going to do with line corrector, and you can see how much less my lines have become with collagen. I mean, if you see any pictures of me before, these were very deep, but I put the line corrector right in the lines. It's actually kind of hard to see the lines now. So wherever you can see a line, put the line corrector in. And now I'm going to take the galvanic spa or facial spa on setting number 3. So I take the setting number 3, click it on. Number 3. Now you have to have wet hands. So a good thing is to have a spritzer, although I'm just going to take a little bit of my water here and put it on my hands. And you can also put line corrector on your hands. That's another way to do this. Any kind of the gel or things will work as well as a conductive gel. And I put a little bit with a little water back there. And now I'm going to just, oh, it turned off. So let me turn it back on. And You might hear it beeping. I'm not sure if you can hear it there, but I'm just going to press slowly through the lines. Now, what is this doing? What is line corrector? Line corrector is a peptide, and when it goes through your skin, it stimulates collagen growth under the line. So think of your skin, the collagen in your skin is like cardboard. The elastin in your skin is like rubber bands. And what you want to do is you want to build, basically, imagine if I crease or wrinkle a cardboard, there's going to be a weak spot. That's the wrinkle, that's the line. So what I'm doing is I'm building more cardboard right on the crease. Imagine cardboard again, and you put more cardboard on the crease, and it builds the skin really thicker, I guess is the best way I could put it, but it builds more collagen in the skin in that point. So that's what line corrector does. And so you can actually do this every day, just like a minute if you want. You don't have to do the 5-minute cycle that number 3 is. You can just do it for a minute. So I do it as long as I'm kind of comfortable. So I'm just kind of feeling the thickness of the product on my skin. It's still there. I can feel that it's still slippery. And I'm putting the line corrector in, okay, like this. Now you can also, I have really big bags. I've had it since I was 30 years old. So one of the things I did was take my ideal eyes, and I will put the ideal eyes under the areas where I feel I need it the most. Now, right here, right on the bag. And it is a good idea when you're doing this, you can use your Lumi Spa with the accent head on it. And now I'm going to just show you the way I use my accent. So I can just go like this. And it's a very soft pressure. And I'm just going like this, back and forth. I'm not pushing hard, but one of the things you want to do is catch the lymphatic points along the side of the bone right here, and also inside of your nose, right here. So I'm catching that lymphatic points. That was 30 seconds. And now I'm going to go all the way around under the bone. So the socket, the eye socket, you will notice when you do this, you'll feel different sensations as you pass over the lymphatic points. So I'm also treating below the area. I'm going to the other side. That was 30 seconds. Going up, down, and around. I'm not pressing very hard, but I notice when you're pressing in this area, you notice that I'm keeping the machine at an angle. It's not flat like this going across. It's aiming upwards towards the bone. And I'm almost done. Very soft treatment. Okay, so that was about 1.5 minutes. So I can use it the full 2 minutes if I want, but one of the secrets is now I'm just gonna take a little bit of this. This is your eye bright eyes. Okay, I love bright eyes. Now, so what is the difference between I love bright eyes and ideal eyes? What ideal eyes does is enters the skin and helps to strengthen the small capillaries in that very thin skin under the eyes. And when your capillaries are leaking, you start getting like dark circles, bags, all of that. So if you can, over time, this is not an instant process, over time, keep on using these products that will stimulate the um, the capillaries to get stronger, thicker walls, I guess is the best way I could say it. And then it reduces your eye bags and dark circles under the eyes. In fact, Jillian's sister used that, I think at 15, she had dark circles at a very young age, right, Jana? And so, that's one of the things she used. Now, this is a little bit of concealer in it as well. And so I'm just going to use a very small amount. That's probably more than I normally use. Let me just wipe off a little bit of it. That's a little too much. I don't like using a lot of this. You can see that it is a little bit of a concealer. So it's a little pink. I don't know if you can see that on my towel. But I'm just gonna just wipe it in. And now I'm going to actually, I can do one of two things. I can use this with line corrector and I can continue to use that, or I can boost. And I love to boost. So this is what I do to use the boost. I'm going to actually take the serum of the boost. I'm going to place 3 dots on the head. 1, 2, 3. So you can see it's quite a bit of product on the boost machine. I'm going to turn it on. I'm going to dab it. And then I'm going to turn it on again. And can you hear it? It's like zoom, 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 zoom. And guess what motions I'm using? The same motions. Circles going up. In, up and down, out, up and down, in, up and down, out, up and down. And this is a 2-minute process for half of the face. This is one where you gotta really follow this instruction carefully. Now, I like to, work on this. So if it gets dry while you're doing this, it will stop running. Okay, that was 2 minutes. Now I'm gonna do the other side. You actually have to do half of your face at a time. So I got another set of 3 dots. I'm going to dab it on my face. Now, what does boost do? Well, I feel that it actually boosts the effect of the line corrector, but it's actually to boost the radiance of your skin. A lot of my distributors notice that their skin gets lighter and that dark spots get lighter as well, or freckles even. So this is something that we notice with this product, and you can use this every day. But the best part about this is you just leave it on after you're done. So it makes it very simple to use this. As you can see, all the processes I done, I didn't have to wash my face, and I'm just layering one on top of the other, but I'm doing it for very specific reason to get the line corrector as deep as I can into the skin. And you notice that maybe my skin is a little, there's a little bit of product still left. I just wipe it on into the skin. And when I'm wiping, which way do I do it? Wipe it? the same way, okay? The same way, circles, in, up and down, out, up and down. I call it like washing, like a windshield wiper blade. I'm kind of doing like a windshield wiper blade across my skin and both sides. Now you might say, what? You do all of this? I'm going to show you my before and after pictures 30 days, and you will see how I use that before and after picture for my business. So when you use Collagen Plus, you get a great result. But when you use our beauty devices, just the LumiSpa, the clinical proof was that it will double the result of a LumiSpa. It will make your skin more radiant, more better texture, and overall your overall appearance will improve. Okay, that's just LumiSpa. But what I'm doing is adding on line corrector. I'm adding on Ideal Eyes. I'm adding on I Love Bright Eyes and the Boost. So now you can see that my skin is just radiant, bright. The lines are almost completely gone. You can see just how much younger it is. And now I could do a treatment. I feel pretty heavily treated. So I may or may not use a deep moisturizer, but if I did want to, I could use a moisturizer, any kind of moisturizer. I'm using True Face Essence Ultra. This is the uplifting cream. Now this is a little heavy for me. If I wasn't in Calgary, Canada, where it's bone dry, I probably wouldn't use this, but I just use a little bit, and I just, again, which way? Circles. Even when you put on the pearls, that's the way you do it. Out, wiping. Would you follow the power mask? Oh man, power mask is a process in itself, but yeah, you could use a power mask. Probably for me, I would use the pearls, and then I would just power mask, and I wouldn't do any of this stuff on the day that I power mask. I haven't used power mask that often, to tell the truth, because if you look at the results that this process does, it's quite incredible. I'm gonna just take us to, let me see if I can open this document, share it for you guys, so you can see what it did for me. Let's see. We're opening a document here. Okay, let me get back to the Zoom. Okay, share screen. This one, share. Okay, so, well, I mean, the clinical results are pretty astounding with collagen by itself. 65% increase in collagen, 18% increase in elastin. You have to memorize those numbers. And of course, if you're young, yeah, there's a good difference. But if you're 61, the difference is quite incredible. Look at the lines on the forehead and under the eyes, and you can see how much different. In fact, I'm looking at that picture on the right now and looking at myself, and I've improved from that picture. And I was using daily use of this process. I was actually doing that back end process every day to get this result in 30 days. Now, if you look from side view, it's incredible. Let's see, go whole screen here so you guys can see it. Oh man, I mean, the difference under the eyes, just a phenomenal difference, right? Well, what happens when people look at you, and I saw a lot of people at Success Trip, and they were like, what the heck happened to you, Alan? Like, you look so much younger. And that was Collagen Plus, and using the beauty device. You can see how much lighter and hydrated I am as well. The boost and everything is helping that process out. So what we want to do is create the biggest possible result we can in the shortest amount of time, so we have a story to tell our friends. Now, the best is when they ask you, right? So I have my new distributor in Hawaii. One of her friends didn't see her for a couple of weeks, came to work, saw her and said, wow, are you doing, she's a esthetician. And she looked at her and said, are you like using Botox? What's going on? And, because we had her trained, she told the person, well, if I tell you, you got to promise me you'll use it for at least 3 weeks. And she looked again, you're not using Botox. Okay, I want it. Okay, I promise to use it 3 months. You got to say 3 months. I'm sorry. I think I said weeks. 3 months. You got to promise to use it 3 months. So she said, okay, I promise to use it 3 months. And she said, okay, then I'm going to show you what I have been using. And she showed her the Collagen Plus, the beauty device, and there you have it, another customer, right? And that's the idea with using all the products, getting a really big result very quickly, having a before and after picture, like in my case, 30 days. And then, of course, as people see me, they're kind of like, man, you don't look 61. You look 50 or 45. I've been having people guess my age in the 40s. I haven't had that. So yeah, that's what's going on. So it's really a good thing to get a good results. Anybody have any questions? You're welcome to ask any questions. Hey, thank you, Arhelio 35, he said. But that's how I do it. Simple as that. Again, I'm just going to go over the process. So I Lumi Spa and Galvanic Spa in the bathroom, in the shower. I come out of the shower, wipe my face, I do my pearls. Then I do line corrector to put the peptides and build more collagen in the lines. I galvanic it into the lines. I do my ideal eyes in my bags, and I use the Lumi Spa accent. I put on the boost serum and I moisturize. That's it. Boost and boost serum, moisturize. Anyway, guys, that's our product love. You gotta love the product. I gotta say that, for me, it's more a matter of proving that the products work. So I'm going to try and maximize the product work part. Okay, that's why I'm doubling my collagen. I'm doing all the treatments as much as I can and really, really showing that the products are working. Now, partially is to prove it to myself, right? And partially is to have a great before and after picture. But the bottom line is when you have that going for you, it makes our business so much easier. And you can get product ADRs. So imagine my first distributor in Hawaii in a long time, started again. And he bought a product package, right, which was the Lumi Spa and Galvanic Spa.
Wow.
Bought 4 Collagen Plus because he taking 2 for himself, 2 for his wife. That's quite a lot of product, right? And then every month now is using all of that. I forgot to tell him to order 2 of these, but since his wife and him was using, they ran out. So, we had to emergency ship them 2. Now this month they're buying 2 of these and they're buying more products. So those are all ADRs, right? Those are all products that we're selling. So that's exactly what we're talking about when we say get a lot of subscriptions. Now he's now getting the same thing with his team. So his team buying the spa kit, buying 2 collagen plus, and doing the same process, getting the result, and the picture collection is getting bigger. So it's now not just my picture, it's his wife's picture, his own picture, now his friend's picture, and it's starting to grow. And you can imagine what's going to happen in Hawaii as everybody that they know and all of their friends start seeing them and going, what are you guys doing? Why do you look so much younger? Now, would I use double collagen for the whole time? Probably not. Probably 2 months of double collagen. We're going to do him for 3 months, and then we'll probably go back to 1 collagen a day. So that's how long it will be. All right. Anybody got any questions? Iris got her hands raised.
Hi, Alan.
Hey, Iris.
So I have a question. Are you doing the Lumi you're doing the facial spa every day after the Lumi?
I am doing the first 30 days.
And if you use the hummingbirds, supposedly the gel loses its properties if you leave it open. But
Yeah,
you're saying
it's better if you can close it, like clip it closed. I use the little coffee clips. That's what I use to clip it closed. But even then, you should use it as soon as you can. So, 1 day later, I'm using all of it, and then I go for another set. Yep.
Okay. And I thought you were supposed to use the boost before pearls and accent and whatever, but you're doing the boost at the end.
I like to boost everything through the skin. So if you see what I'm doing, I'm layering like line corrector, ideal eyes, everything, and then I'm boosting at the end to get it through, like help kind of drive it through, almost the same way as you can use if you want to do ideal eyes and you don't have a boost, you can use the line corrector behind the ideal eyes and then and galvanic it through like that. So it's the same idea.
I have a boost, but because it was a serum, I thought you're supposed to do it before and then do the targeted treatments and then the pearls and the moisturizer.
Do you have a boost machine?
Yes, I do.
Okay, then I would boost at the end. I mean, that's what I did. It seems to work really good. It may not be exactly company recommendation, but I have my own philosophy of what I'm trying to achieve. I'm trying to achieve the deepest penetration of line corrector as I can.
So let me see if I'm summarizing correctly. So after you Lumi and you do facial spa, you do pearls, then you do idealize,
Line corrector first.
Line corrector, then idealize, then the boost, and then moisturizer. Okay.
Yeah. By then, if you look, by then I use very little moisturizer.
Yeah, I'm barely using moisturizer now because I'm putting the BB on, the BB foundation when I leave. And yeah. Okay. All right, great. I'm going to try it. Thank you.
All right. Well, the idea is get the before pictures.
Thank you so much, Alan.
Collagen and go like crazy. Yep.
Thank you, Alan.
All
What time
right.
do you use a toner?
If you I don't use toner myself, Alan Nagao, but if you use toner, you'd use it before you put on the pearls. So if I'm gonna do pearls, I'm gonna try and use the pearls toner, which is called what is that called? Somebody help me with
the True Face priming solution.
That's correct. True Face priming solution. Yeah.
Thank you.
I know that definitely Rose uses True Face priming solution before pearls.
Put it in a spray bottle. Put it in a spray bottle.
Me, Alan, I personally don't like the little scent that's in that because it smells too girly for me. I'll admit the truth here. That is the truth. Okay. And so I just go straight into pearls. Yeah. Go ahead. Paula, you have a question?
Yes, thank you, Alan. I just have a quick question. Even though I love bright eyes and ideal eyes do not have a charge, still have a penetration with the boost? Because some clients, that is a debate that we have with the clients. Can I use the technology with other products? And we normally say, well, it's because they have a charge and it's paired perfectly with the device. So I am a little bit concerned that they will say, oh, but you are saying that they don't have the charge. So what is
they don't have a charge, but probably you have experienced this with the Chinese teams, for example. They will use like ice dancer, and then they will put the body shaping gel on their neck and then use the galvanic and push it through like that. So I'm just using that same philosophy. Whether or not it's exactly true, all I know is that I get really good results in the end. So I'm happy with it. And you got to understand that I'm lazy. I know that sounded like a long process, but tell you the truth, it's fast and it's effective. And that's what I'm after. I'm fast, effective, and biggest possible results I can get in the shortest amount of time. I think there's a mental attitude component that also works, because sometimes people, like, for example, take TR90 and they say, well, I'm going to test if just taking the shake will work by itself. I think that's completely the wrong attitude. I think you got to go for it and say, okay, I'm going to lose 6 inches around my waist. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. When I did TR90, I lost 8 inches around my belly because I went for it and I did my workouts. I did everything the way it was prescribed. And the same with Boost. With Collagen Plus, I'm using my Collagen Plus, double dosing it, and trying to use everything I can in my power to get the biggest results. So when my team starts, they try to do the same thing, and we now have a bunch of before and after pictures that are absolutely knock your socks off.
Yeah, that's what I do. I always use the Boost as the last thing and always work for me since I have it. So thank you, Alan.
Yeah. All righty, guys. Well, any other questions? Don't see any hands up. Have an incredible day. Our product love for the day. You gotta love the products, everybody. Let's have a great, great day. Aloha.
Aloha. Thanks, Alan.